Good morning, everybody. January 5th, 2019. It is 6:05. This, excuse me, this just came in. There was a 5.4 Halmahera, Indonesia, at 9.3 miles in depth. Now, that came in on the Australian Earthquake Center and the Hong Kong Earthquake Center. The BMKG had it at a 5.2. All right. Now, that's just happened 15 minutes ago. Still waiting on USGS to probably take it down. All right, and downgrade it. Let's go ahead and do what happened overnight. There was a 4.7 Halmahera, Indonesia at 6.2 miles in depth. Now, that was on the BMKG and the EMSC. There was a 3.2 New Zealand at 31 miles in depth. That was on the New Zealand Earthquake Center. There was a 3.8 New Zealand at 15 miles in depth. That was on the New Zealand Earthquake Center. There was a 3.9 Halmahera, Indonesia at 6.2 miles in depth. There was a 4.1 Mexico at 35 miles in depth. There was a 3.9 Halmahera, Indonesia at 6 miles in depth. That was on the BMKG and EMSC. There was a 4.4 Halmahera at 2.6 miles in depth. That was on the BMKG and the EMSC. There was a 4.1 Halmahera at 6.2 miles in depth. Halmahera is having a swarm, okay? And that was on the BMKG. There was a 4.4 Gulf of California at 6.2 miles in depth. That was on the EMSC and the USGS. There was a 4.3 Veracruz, Mexico at 1.2 miles in depth. There was a 3.7 Chile at 23 miles in depth. That was on the EMSC and the Chile Earthquake Center. There was a 4.8 Harmela, Indonesia at 4.8 at 6.1 miles in depth, but the BMKG had that at a 5.1. That came across on the EMSC and USGS. There was a 4.2 off the shore of Mexico, and that was at 3.1 miles in depth. EMSC, USGS. There was a 4.6 Japan at 69.8 miles in depth. Now, that was on the China Earthquake Center and the EMSC app. There was a 4.4 Harmela, again at 6.2 miles in depth. There was a 4.1 Western Turkey at 6.2 miles in depth. That was on the USGS and EMSC. There was a 4.0 Chile Argentine border region at 121 miles in depth. That was on the Chile Earthquake Center and the EMSC. There was a 2.4 Baja California border region at 10 miles in depth. And there was a 2.3 Northern California at 1.8 miles in depth. Now, once again, there was a 5.4 Harmela, Indonesia at 9.3 miles in depth. That was on the USGS. No, that was on the Australian and the Hong Kong. We're waiting on USGS to say yes or no. They'll probably downgrade it, guys. They've been doing it all along. So that's what we have right now. The biggest one so far today was the 5.4 Halmahera, Indonesia at 9.3 miles in depth. Australia Earthquake Center, Hong Kong Earthquake Center. Both agreed. I will get back to you when USGS decides what they're going to do with it. Have a great day. I've still got to do the updates on the tropical cyclones, but like I said, that doesn't happen till 7 o'clock. 2 thumbs up for you. God bless. Be safe. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are totally awesome.